Hey everybody, it's me, Megs, and it is 12 a.m. here in California. But I just wanted to just get on here and chat really quick, kind of like in my old-fashioned ways. So I'm here. I'm here because I do want to get on here and say thank you guys so much for your overwhelmingly loving comments on my previous video about my mom. I was just so overwhelmed with just outpouring love and support from you guys because that video was a bit scary for me to film and post, being just 100% transparent about things, because that's not something I feel like I'm used to doing here on YouTube, being that kind of open and honest about my real life. Only because I come from kind of like the space of where everything was just kind of like really cookie cutter and you don't really share too much. And me being more personal too, it was kind of like different for me to do, but also very therapeutic for me to do as well. So I want to say thank you guys so much for your comments and sharing your stories, because you guys didn't have to do that. So you guys definitely showed up and showed out. And I do want to say thank you so much for that. And it really just makes me feel better knowing that I'm not alone, and that, you guys are going through the same thing, because, especially being a black woman, um, I always kind of thought, before I posted my video, I always kind of thought that it was kind of rare for, a woman to not have the best relationship with their mother. And so seeing the comments, I was like, oh, wow, this is actually more common than what I thought. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for giving me your advice, and advice especially about self-care when it comes to dealing with a relationship this kind of way, because a lot of people, they tend to think that toxic relationships only are relationships that are, between a man and a woman, as far as like an intimate relationship, like that. But no, not all the time. Toxic relationships can be with your mother, or your parents, or your, cousin, your auntie, sister, brother, things like that. So I do want to say thank you once again. I know I keep saying thank you, but I really definitely want to say thank you, because I definitely wasn't expecting that kind of response from that video. I just turned on the camera and just start chatting away. I wasn't expecting none of that. Okay. I know I got a lot of positive comments, and I did get a sprinkle of a couple that kind of felt away about me making the video and feeling like, oh, this is such a private topic. How dare you? I did get a couple of those. But everything that I discussed in that video that I shared pretty much on the platform isn't something that my mom hasn't heard before. So my mom has heard those things that I've expressed many times, whether she's accepted it, heard it, or not. I have definitely expressed those feelings to my mother. So it wasn't new to her. Only thing that it would probably be new to her is that it's on a platform. So I don't know if she's seen my video in its full entirety and how she interpreted it, but me knowing my mom, I have an idea of how she might have took it. Um, and so I haven't heard from her. I wasn't really expecting to hear from my mom, because I wasn't doing the video to kind of like get my mother's attention in any kind of way. I was just genuinely just on, on my deep condition day, just chatting away as I normally do in my deep condition chat videos. And I was expecting, some people to feel a way about me posting a video discussing such a private topic, and oh, you only did that video for views. Trust and believe that if I wanted to do a video specifically for some views, it wouldn't really be the topic about my mom. It wouldn't be about her. It would be about some other stuff and some other people. Okay? It wouldn't be about her. Okay, that was just a video of me just talking, because I wanted to. I just wanted to. Simple as that. So me doing that video was very therapeutic for me, even though I knew that my mom probably wouldn't see it and probably would see it. I wasn't afraid of how she might have took it, because I know how she was going to take it. And I didn't mean anything harmful by it at all. It was just me genuinely just kind of like sharing the real me and, a piece of my life with you guys, since it kind of was kind of like questioned a couple of times. And no, I didn't have to share, no, but did I want to and did I feel comfortable sharing? Yeah. I did the video because I wanted to, and with me doing that video was very, very therapeutic for me, and it did make me feel better too. I don't want to necessarily make me feel better knowing that you guys are going through the same thing, because I don't want anybody going through the same thing. No, that's like not cool. I don't want anybody to like have a stressful, strained relationship with their mother. But it did also make me feel better that a lot of you guys could relate. Now, I did understand that everybody wasn't going to relate, and I didn't make the video to try to convince people to relate to me and why this and why that. No, that was not my intent at all. But it did make me feel better that I kind of like talked about it, and was, you know, in a way kind of like getting used to the conversation. Like I said before, I always thought it was just kind of like taboo to not have a relationship with your mother, especially being black. Everybody's supposed to love their mama. I love my mama. That's not what I meant. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That came out wrong. That's not what I meant. I do love my mama, but like that, that I'm saying, that kind of relationship, like, you know, that's just loving, caring, like mama, 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 and that's just not my relationship with my mother. So, I don't know what my mom is thinking about the video. I don't know. My dad did watch the video and he did feel really bad. He felt actually pretty sad about it because he knows this is not the type of relationship that I want with my mom. He knows that I've, tried different things to try to have a relationship with my mom, like calling my mom. I found myself always calling her, visiting her in Cincinnati, and just noticing that the same effort wasn't reciprocated, even with my sister too. I don't get the same visits. I just don't. So he just thought it was really sad, and I don't know if things will change. At this point, I don't feel like I'm looking for it to change because I'm so used to things being a certain kind of way. And I don't want to say that I accept it, but I'm kind of like okay with it because I know this is just how it is, and that the space is most likely needed right now. And I do understand that my family does need therapy, but I know my mom and Ashley, they aren't going to be willing to do that. I did have a text conversation with Ashley after I noticed she commented on the video. I did have a conversation with her expressing that we all need to go to therapy. And it was pretty much brushed off again. So I'm just going to leave it alone. But I know there are issues there, just like any other family has issues. So I guess the best thing for me to do is have my space and just do what I need to do for myself. So I am definitely thinking about doing some therapy for me to, help me be able to process the relationship and to process other relationships that I have, because I do definitely feel like the relationship that I have with my mother, being there with my mother, my feelings are always kind of like dismissed. And I do take a lot. I notice that about myself. And that does kind of like translate over to other relationships that I've been in, especially with guys. I noticed myself, I used to, I'm not in a relationship or anything right now, But I put up with a lot because I'm so used to, like, the relationship with my mother. I just put up with a lot and just kind of like sweep stuff underneath the rug, like, oh, okay, okay, okay. And then stuff starts to pile up, and there's a big explosion of resentment and anger because my feelings have just been kind of like brushed off, thrown under the rug, just. I have noticed just with like some self-reflecting, and also me growing up, that I, in past relationships and situationships, being honest, yes, that I do notice that I have a higher tolerance of tolerating mess because I'm used to tolerating mess with my mom, and I'm used to tolerating drama. So I do think it's a good idea for me to possibly, I'm thinking about it. I'm very close to leading towards getting some therapy. And what's also has helped me throughout all of this too is talking to my dad about it, talking to my dad about different situations and how to cope. And I think that's probably one of the major reasons why I probably haven't gotten therapy sooner, because I do talk to my dad openly and freely about issues and things that bother me. Issues and things that bother me with my dad, and just issues and things that bother me with our overall family. So I feel like that being openly and talking about stuff has helped me get through a lot. I feel like if I didn't have that support system with my dad, I probably would seek therapy quicker. But, after discussing certain things with my dad, it does make me feel better, with the situation that I have. And also, I have talked to my aunt about a lot of it. And, she's expressed how she feels with things. And knowing that it's just not me who has this type of relationship or a strained relationship with my mom, I hate saying that it makes me feel better, because it doesn't make me feel better, because I don't want things to be like this. But my aunt has shared things with me, and she's given me a lot of great advice. So there are people in my life who I do talk to about, the relationship with my mom, and they give me great advice. And a lot of you have given me great advice and have shared your stories also. So with that being said, this will probably be one of the last times that I kind of like discuss this, unless I feel the need to discuss it. But after I posted the video, was it last week? It was a tough week for me because I did get text messages from my sister, and I thought that this was probably going to be like a breakthrough. Like, okay, I got some text messages from Ashley, or I text her or whatever, because honestly, to be 100% truthful and honest, I haven't even really spoken to Ashley either. So me texting and, getting phone calls from Ashley, I actually initially got phone calls from Ashley about a different situation. But with this reopened communication with my sister, because I also haven't really had a relationship with my sister since October either. With this kind of like reemerged, communication with my sister, I thought it would be a chance for us to like try to get things in order, but no, I don't really think there's gonna be much of a change there. So that is just how things are. It's just a never-ending cycle. That's just how it is. I hate saying that's just how it is, but that's just how it is. And none of these videos, I'm sure they're gonna watch or see them, none of these videos are meant to be malicious. They're just kind of like me expressing myself, because sometimes I feel like I can't with my sister and Ashley. I mean, with my mom and Ashley, with certain things, because they don't really like to discuss things that make them uncomfortable. And that's pretty much all it is. It's just, I understand that people don't like to discuss things that make them uncomfortable, and things that make them self-reflect. And that's not easy for everybody to do. So I totally get it. And I'm not about to sit up here and force anybody to do something they don't want to do, because last year um, I really had an eye-opening experience that if somebody wanted to, they would. And so there's been a lot of things that showed me that if they wanted to, they would, and they haven't. So a lot of the answers that I've been questioning about, they've been answered, just in a nonverbal way. So with that being said, it is what it is, and I'm just gonna take care of myself. And yes, I have definitely prayed about it. Hopefully things change. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully they change soon and things get repaired for the better. Because this isn't what I want. I don't want things to be separated. So that is an update. I don't know if my mom's seen it or not. I just know that with me posting these videos expressing myself, and I know putting it on a public platform, that my mom isn't really gonna understand, because she's just not going to see my side of anything. That's just how she is. She's just gonna feel the way she feels because I posted it. And knowing how my mom is, she'll most likely be more concerned because I posted a video versus, oh, Megan, I want to, do better to help our relationship improve. Because, like I said, I just kind of feel like it's just been me doing a lot of me always calling her. I found myself calling her more, me always going to Cincinnati to visit them there. No one's ever come out here to visit me like that. They've only come here once. So it's just a lot that I'm learning to accept, and I have accepted. And I just have to pretty much take care of me and myself. So that is that. I wanted to come here and not really say give an update, but definitely express how I'm feeling in the kind of week that I had. Last week was definitely tough, but it was also, um, it also made me feel better too. So I got that off my spirit, and I'm just going to keep doing me. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for sharing your stories. I wasn't expecting that. I really, really wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, really wasn't expecting that at all. So I want to say thank you guys so much once again. And thank you so much for letting me be me. And thank you so much for your non-judgmental comments and sharing your stories. I really appreciate it. Even though I haven't been able to reply back to everybody. But no, I've seen it. I've read it. And I want to say thank you. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys later.